Today we're looking at planting the bleeding heart plant. It's now known as Lamprocapnos spectabilis. It used to be known as Dicentra spectabilis, but it's still the same plant, except there are three different varieties. There's the pink flowering form, there's the white flowering form, and there's also one that has much more red in it. And you'll see examples of all of these later in the video as these plants come into flower. And Lamprocapnos spectabilis is a different plant to what is called the Pacific bleeding heart, which is Dicentra formosa. And these again are available in a range of colours, similar flowers, certainly not as spectacular, different foliage, still very attractive, and they do grow in similar conditions. And this means a well-drained, humus-rich soil. They do like moisture, and they do like lots of food. They're a hungry plant. For the sake of this exercise, we're growing them in containers, but you could equally grow them in the ground. You'll need a position with good light, but protection from the hot sun, so dappled shade, or a woodland type situation, because this is the sort of area that they naturally grow in, and mainly Japan, Eastern China. In terms of the growing medium, we're using a mixture of perlite, which provides drainage, normal potting mix or compost if you like, some blood and bone as fertiliser, and some leaf mould. So as you can see, it's a bit of a custom mix, very rich but well drained. And we've listed the ratios of those ingredients in the notes below the video. When you're planting the bleeding heart plant, the crown of the plant needs to be just below the surface. Be careful when you're planting not to break any of the roots. Settle it into the soil, backfill around it, and then water it in. Keep them in a position where they get good light but not blazing sun. We're planting ours in late winter. In a few weeks you'll start to see some good growth. During this time, give them a water, perhaps with a liquid fertiliser. As the flowers form, you can see why the plant has the name bleeding heart, and you can see why people love to grow them. The flowers are beautiful, however we really like the ferny foliage as well, and these are a great plant to grow underneath a deciduous tree. Grow them in a shaded part of the border, or if you want to, you can grow them in containers. Our top tips for growing the bleeding heart plant is grow it in a shaded position but with good light. Grow it in a well-drained soil but with some moisture, and make sure that you give it lots of fertiliser, because these are a hungry plant. We'd like to thank Jane Tonkin from Tonkin's Bulbs for supplying us with the plants, and also for her mix for the growing medium. Alternative mixes will be listed in the notes below the video. So that's about it for growing the bleeding heart plant. Lamprocapnos spectabilis, Dicentra spectabilis, call it what you will. It's a great plant. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for regular updates on all aspects of gardening and a whole range of garden plants. And as always, good luck with your gardening.